The next 10 minutes we will talk about the most important events in business world which will take place from the 30th of May to the 3rd of June. Hello, it is events around the corner on Kazakh TV. On June the 1st, the President of Kazakhstan, N.Nazarbayev, to pay a 3-day visit to the Republic of Croatia. On June the 2nd, the Startup Village 2016 to be held at Skolkovo Innovation Center in Moscow. On June the 3rd, the meeting of agriculture ministers of Big 20 countries to take place in Chinese Xian. Let's talk about these and other events in more detail. On Monday, May the 30th, St. Petersburg will host one of the largest internet conferences in CIS, SPIC 2016. For the 11th time, this event brings together the experts and specialists in info communications and internet technology, IT specialists, owners and CEOs of companies. Also marketeers, PR specialists and copywriters will participate in the conference. Every year, 2,500 participants visit this event. During 2 days, more than 250 professionals of the internet industry and related fields will make presentations. The visitors expect sections, workshops, roundtables with participation of leading market experts. The exhibition is an integral component of SPIC. It allows visitors to get acquainted with all current market quotations and gives exhibitors the opportunity to gain new customers and partners and also maintain relations with current ones. On Tuesday, May the 31st, the heads of EAEC member states will be introduced to macroeconomic development guidelines of the community countries for 2016-2017. Let me mention that on May 16th, the regular meeting of the Board of Eurasian Economic Commission was held in Moscow. A number of issues in integration, macroeconomics, trade, economy and financial policy, industry, technical regulation, energy and infrastructure, and customs cooperation were discussed at the meeting. The document adopted at the meeting identifies the most important short and medium-term tasks facing the economies of the member states and contains recommendations to address them. It's reported that the basic guidelines are based on the analysis of the results of socio-economic development of the community countries, on the results of monitoring of macroeconomic indicators, and on implementation of a similar document adopted last year. On Wednesday, June the 1st, the President of Kazakhstan, N.Nazarbayev, is to pay a 3-day visit to the Republic of Croatia. It is planned to sign 10 international documents, 25 investment agreements in different economy sectors for a total €500 million during the visit. Also an agreement between the European Investment Bank and Damu Entrepreneurship Development Fund for more than €170 million for Kazakhstan is to be signed. A business forum with an exhibition of Croatian products and a meeting of the Business Council Kazakhstan Croatia will be held during the visit. As it became known, 40 Croatian companies from 6 industries are ready for the transfer of modern technologies and opening production in Kazakhstan. Processing, food and pharmaceutical industries are the main areas of bilateral economic and trade cooperation between the countries. Transport, building, agriculture, tourism and participation in development and exploitation of oil and gas fields are also the area of joint interests. On the same day, June the 1st, Pirelli are to officially become a part of Chinese corporation ChemChina. Technically, the merger was carried out by Pirelli and investment structure Marco Polo Industrial Holding, which was established by ChemChina last year for the purchase of the Italian manufacturer. In February, Pirelli shareholders approved a series of measures for merger. In particular, into the company's board of directors, a few managers forwarded by the Chinese side were included. And this March, the Chinese company announced acquisition of the controlling stake in Pirelli for €7.3 billion. Through the deal, ChemChina will gain access to the technology of production of premium tires, the sales of which have higher margins. Pirelli, in their turn, will have opportunity to develop actively in the large Chinese market. This deal will become the largest acquisition of ChemChina for the last 2 years and expand the presence of Chinese capital in the production of premium brands, which already include Volvo, Club Med and Sunseeker yachts. The activity of the Chinese corporation is directly controlled by the Commission on Chinese Assets Management, as it is in the case with all strategic enterprises. In the global Forbes 500 list, ChemChina takes 276th place. Its annual revenue is about 300 billion yuan. On June the 1st, the representatives of factories and manufacturing plants will meet Russian and foreign designers and fashion brands owners at the International Business Platform for Outsourcing in Light Industry in Moscow. Until now, there was no professional platform at which fashion industry participants could get fully acquainted with offers from factories for timely tailoring. The business platform for outsourcing in light industry is created to solve this problem, uniting supply and demand at one platform. The manufacturers from Europe and Asia who offer their production capacity and gain unique analytical data on the demand for services of such a kind from brands. They will be able to organize the data in price segments and assortment groups. Collected information will help develop production in the right direction, focusing on specific demand with an emphasis on procurement of necessary equipment. More than 500 business meetings will take place from the 2 days of the business platform. The representatives of factories from 20 countries, Kazakhstan among them, are invited to participate in the event. The owners of Russian and foreign brands who will visit the business platform will get opportunity to choose the most attractive and profitable conditions for the development of their business. On Thursday, June the 2nd, Astana will host the 4th Kazakh 2016 International Exhibition. This is the largest and sought-after event in Kazakhstan defense industry. During 3 days, the guests and participants will get opportunity to get acquainted with the exhibition of the latest developments of defense enterprises and assess their capabilities in action. About 300 companies from different countries and over 100 Kazakhstan enterprises will participate in the exhibition. They will present their products in closed halls and outdoor areas. The products, manufactured by Kazakhstan plants, meet modern tactical and technical characteristics and include innovative technologies of their own design. The Kazakhstan company, Seme Engineering, GCS, will be introduced at Kazakh 2016. They are planning to enter the international market. This is the only plant in Kazakhstan which makes the overhaul of armored vehicles and manufacturing of converting equipment based on military and engineering equipment. Let me know that during the last Kazakh exhibition in 2014, more than 30 long-term instruments for the amount of more than €2 billion were presented at the event. On the same day, June the 2nd, the Startup Village 2016 will open at Skolkovo Innovation Center in Moscow. This is the largest technology startup conference in the Eastern Europe. Entrepreneurs, innovators, authorities, investors, researchers and students will participate in the event. By estimate, over 12,000 people from more than 19 countries will participate in the conference, and also about 2,000 projects will be presented at pitch sessions, presentations and exhibition formats. At the conference, a special exhibition named Startup Bazaar will be held. There the most striking developments of the companies of each of the Skolkovo cluster will be introduced. Young products will learn how to implement the idea of the startup by creating a product attractive to consumers and finding suitable for the project investments. Besides, this is an opportunity to win a money prize and get a chance to present their products to recognized experts in technology and business development and to attract investors. On Friday, June the 3rd, the meeting of agriculture ministers of Big 20 countries will take place in the Chinese Xian. They plan to discuss the issues of global food security and nutrition, volatility of food prices, and international trade regulations at the meeting. Adaptation of agriculture to climate change, development of rural areas, increasing of investments in agriculture, and also innovation development, knowledge and technology sharing are among the other themes the ministers are to discuss. This year, the chair in the 20 group became China. They will be responsible for the next Big 20 summit, which will be held this September in Hangzhou. Let me know that in total G20 represents 85% of global gross national product, 75% of world trade, including trade within the EU, and 2/3 of the world's population. That has been our perspective of the coming week. See you soon on Kazakh TV.